Hey guys, welcome to DevOps School. In this video tutorial, we are going to teach you about Jenkins, which is a very popular continuous integration tool. After going through this tutorial, I promise you that the concept and understanding of the Jenkins will be absolutely clear to you.
But before that, let me ask you a few things. Are you dreaming of a career with higher pay and more responsibilities? Or are you ready to take your skills to the next level this year? Then start investing in DevOps School certification level courses which will help you to emerge skills for a wide range of entry level roles and as well as higher potential future positions. But with thousands of courses online and in classroom worldwide, finding the right one for your career goals can be difficult. You can consider our courses like Agile Developer, Agile QA, DevOps Certified Professionals, Site Reliability Engineering, DevSecOps, and Masters in DevOps Engineering, where you will have access to well-structured, easy-to-follow course content that has been developed and will be delivered by industry professionals. You can join on our training programs globally through online platforms, and if you are looking for classroom workshops, then we have regular sessions available in Bangalore, Hyderabad, Chennai, Delhi NCR, Mumbai, and in Pune. Simply compare our many courses, find the one that suits your style and schedule best, and start today.
This will not trigger an email if the build is successful. It will send an email only for the unstable build. So yes, you can be a things. So did you find any problem setting up this job? This is a secret formula and I had everything, and just save it because nothing is required. Nothing is in flow. You have to create your own flow. And I think if you follow this one, I believe you will never get stuck. Okay, that's all. So my first project is set up. Now you get comfortable with these different cloud, as per, and you will learn automatically. I mean, don't need to teach you actually. If your job is not failing, it will be sunny. If your job if you are failing, if you are not failing, cloudy or something like that. So it will be mix of icons will be finding. No need to get lost. That will not impact any of your output. Just click on that job first. Build now. That's all. So I'm building this project. But now where is building? Remember, I am building this project in the same node which we have here, this node, master node. Because the moment you install the one Jenkins, it creates one nodes. You can have a more nodes also, but right now. Oh, that's failed, right? It's job number one. You see number one, automatically it has been taken. Now this is the time and it got failed. Let me check that. Click on it. Now console output where you see the logs. Click on it. And this is the logs. So guys, you know one thing, reading a log is 60% of the DevOps. Trust me on that. Reading the error message and fixing it is a 60% of effort. So tell me, read this log and tell me what could be the reason for it. What could be the reason for it? Anyone who can tell me what could be the reason for it?
Fail to connect to GitHub.
But tell me the
missing credentials.
Nothing, something more, better. Read the log, you have it. Anyone?
The directory is not available.
Nope. Anyone else? You have an error in front of you. Please read it.
Yeah, no such file or directory.
Nope. There is no as such error which stated there is no such files and directory. Do we have it? I did not see it actually.
I cannot see your screen anymore.
Oh.
That's another error, man.
Seriously. Yeah. So how many of you cannot see my screen? Please put it in the chat window because I am sharing from here. I don't find any problem here. Okay, I think you have the issues only. So can you reconnect it? You can get disconnected and reconnect it because I see that there is no issues from my side at least. Okay, so who's going to tell me? You have to help me out because I'm lost right now. How can I fix it? I don't know. And you are the engineer.
I think Jenkins is unable to find the Jenkins.
I think JIT is not installed on the.
Yes. Guys, it's written very straightforward here. Please read the log. Most of the time, you know what we do. The major mistake what we do is like we don't read the log. Okay, we don't read the log. You see here, cannot run Git program Git. Because of that, Git program cannot run. Git init was failed, and after that we had a followed by issues. So what is this? Git plugin was installed, right? So what is this? So many people fail to understand this concept actually. Think about it. See, forget about the Jenkins right now. I am the human being. And when I want to build it, so first I will do in my laptop. These are the things I will do in laptop. This is in laptop. Typical manual process. First, I will install Git, then clone the code, then install the Maven and Git clone code. This is the command, and then Maven command, and then build will happen. So here, what are the tools you needed? 2 tools. What are the commands you needed? 2 commands. This one and this one. Sorry, this is a tool, right? This is a tool. And this is the tool. And what is the command? This is the command. This is the command. So this is the tool you needed in this my laptop. And this command, where is this command stored? Any idea? Where is this command stored? This is stored in your memory. So you type it. So actually in Jenkins, when we say plugin is nothing but your memory. Plugin is your nothing but memory. So when you say install this plugin, install that plugin, so basically what you get you get the functionality of that tool. Like a Git, you install the Git plugin, you get all the commands of the Git. But to run the command, you still need the tool in the node, right? Okay, are you getting this concept? So in a straightforward way, when you say install Git plugin, install Maven plugin, install this plugin, install that plugins, that means you are getting the functionality and command of that tool in form of plugin, not the tool itself. So tool you have to install in that node where you have to get the things done. So that's the reason actually Git is not installed in the node. You see here, I say Git, see. So that's the reason Jenkins is not doing anything great. It is just automating all of your tasks which you wanted. So here I'll install manually. Yum install git-y and installation done almost. And after that, build now one more time. Build number 2 got failed also, wonderful. So now you tell me what is the problem here?
No, there's no Maven.
Yes, guys, there is no Maven. Now you understood that. So you have to install have the tool installation. Do you have a Maven MV? You see there is no Maven. Now what we'll do, but there is a problem. One more problem is there. The problem here is very simple problem. I am your builder and release engineer. And here you all are giving a task to me to set up a job. So Shun said, I need a Maven 2.3. Kang said, I need a Maven 2.34. And Krish 2.5. Shoaib 2.6. TY 2.7. Now the question is, boss, I can only install only one version of Maven, right? Only one version of Git, right? How can I install multiple version of a tool? I can give you at a time only one version of it, 1.8.3.1 or latest. So how can I solve this problem? Because everyone is asking different version, and Jenkins is one. How can I help you to get it done? So
By,
guys,
by different node.
no, why should we go for the different node? That is a too much costly, right? I have only one job right now. I have only one job. Think about it. My if I have a 5 Maven, that means 5 node. Too much of cost escalation. Remember, DevOps is all about the cost reduction. So why we should go for this? So can we find out Jenkins itself have that functionality? Yes.
Different workspace.
Yes. So you go to this now, Jenkins, manage Jenkins. Again, I'm doing it. Jenkins, manage Jenkins. Now, guys, don't get lost in this all this option. One by one, automatically will cover. But only go to this. Please read this. What it says: global tool configuration. Configure tools, their locations, and automatic installer. This option will help me. Click on it. You can set as many JDK, as many Git, as many Gradle, as many Ant, as many Maven, as many Docker. And now let me tell you, if your tool is not there, you know the rule is very simple. Install the plugin. That's all. But right now, my plugin is there, Maven. Click on it. Now, there is a 2-way to install it. One, automatically, manually. Manually, what you have to do, you have to copy the Maven file, put it in certain path, and you give the path here. Okay. Automatically, Jenkins will do rest of the work for you. Don't worry about that. Jenkins is also powerful and do the things. Now, this I will name it Maven Rajesh. Okay. And which version you want? So I'll go for 3.2.1. And there's few options are also there not to use it. If you want to add more Maven, you can see my cursor. This is the one. Add Maven. But right now, do I need it more Maven? No. And are you going to use my Maven? No. You should not use my Maven. Let me tell you. If you are using my Jenkins, you should not use my Maven. You should create your own Maven, because Jenkins allow you to do everything. Save it. Jenkins. First. Build. Simple. Oh, build number 3 is also failed. What is the error? Same error. Why the error is? Because I installed Maven in my backend. So why it has not detected? Let me tell you guys, you have set up a Maven location here for entire Jenkins, but you did not inform your job which Maven to take it up. So I'm editing my Jenkins job, going to the build, and here this option was not enabled, but the moment you added by in the backend, automatically it got pop up. Now select this, save it, and build now. But by the way, I have a 3 jobs failed. Let me check it out. Did it deliver the email? I see that email has been delivered. Can I check it? Spam. See here, build number 1, 2, 3. Here, this is the one failure. Now you must be wondering, how come Jenkins send an email? So let me tell you here, in the most of scenario, Jenkins will not send an email. This email is not sent by Jenkins. Let me tell you here, again I'm repeating with the remarks. This email is not sent by Jenkins. So who has sent it? So basically Jenkins called the inbuilt mail enabled tool send me, okay, which is in my EC2 instance, because this is instance is in public domain. And here this public domain, this machine can be used to send an email. There's a multiple ways to send an email. You can use the PHP mailing functionality. There's Linux utility also, send mail also, or you can use SMTP. SMTP is the right way to send an email. But right now I have not configured SMTP. Okay, I have not configured. So this email was sent by SendMe Linux utility to my email ID because my box was in public domain and it's accessible around the globe and it's in public domain, fully qualified domain name. Because of that, it was able to send an email and I got delivered actually. Here the email was sent. But if you are trying this stuff in your desktop or something, so that will not send an email. So be mindful about that. So here, this is the source of my my machines and stuff like that. So this email you got it. Now this is not sent by SMTP, but right now I got an email. That's okay. So we'll move on. Now, one more time, first project, build now. And one more failure. And here, if I see, so anyone has idea what is the problem here? Anyone?
I think one of the Maven dependencies cannot be found in Maven repository.
Yes, yes. But before that, one step back. Means, okay. So guys, let me tell you here. Jenkins is a tool for integration. Now, if you want to enjoy Jenkins, power of Jenkins, you need to learn all the tools which you are integrating with. Okay. So in that case, in this scenario, you need to know Java well. Java well means at least a fundamental. You need to know Maven well. You need to know Git well. If you do not know Java, Git, or Maven, it's very difficult to read the message, error message, and very difficult to fix it all the time. But here this is the problem. Maven has a concept of downloading the repository, downloading the dependency from the central repository to the local repository. Now, what is a central repository? What is a local repository? Please study offline hours if you do not know. But again, you have some of my videos on my channel, my website, devopsschool.com/videos. You can check it out, those tutorials also. So here it's not able to download the dependent libraries from the central repo. This is the central repo. Why? So this is accessible? No, not accessible. So see what Maven says. So they have migrated to HTTPS. So there's a many ways you can customize the Maven to go for not HTTP, which is a default, which was the old URL. Okay, new URL is HTTPS. So there's so many ways are available. But right now, I don't want you to get lost in the complexity of Maven. So rather than what I'm doing right now, I'll go to the Jenkins, go to the manage, go to the global tool configuration, and install one more Maven, and that will be the latest one. This is Rajesh, Maven Rajesh, and this is the latest. Why latest? Because in the latest they have embedded the HTTPS URL and save it. Now Jenkins, and that we could have been also fixed it. That's not a problem. But right now, I don't want to go in the Maven setting.xml, setting up the mirror, and again, explain you, because we will lose half an hour and stuff like that. Save it. Done. So now this build, I don't think so. Now you should be having any problem. You can see the live log also here and see downloading the dependencies. And so guys, this is the workflow working with Jenkins, and you follow this formula and you will be able to set up a job, any jobs in Jenkins without any problems. Did you understand that? Do we have any questions? Any questions? Any doubts? Any doubts? Okay, one more thing, guys. I am not able to, during the demo time when I share my screen, I'm not able to get a notification for chat and stuff like that. So if you are talking and asking questions live, that will be beneficial for me, because I see there were few chat from Krish, and I did not read on time actually. So please speak up, so that way I'll be able to help you more better way. Guys, here you see build got success. Fifth build got success. Now you see here, this is the cloudy. You see here cloudy. My follow my cursor, cloudy. That means few build got passed, few build got failed. That's the reason it's a cloudy. Now click on it, go to the console, and you see here everything has been done. Build got successful. Now how do I see that myself? So here you see workspace, everything has happened here. So this is the source code, this is the target directory. Under the target, this is the class file, you have it, and here is the class file of your project. So everything you can see in this one. Now you want to know which are the recent commit which was done in the Git. So because Git plugin has been installed inside Jenkins, and the repository which I'm using is a public repository. Jenkins can easily fetch the commit information. So that will be showing in the recent changes. So right now you see there's no changes. So can I do one clever work? Can I change my code? And typically I modify this code to validate this stuff. So see, I'm just stupidly changing my code, which is not a code actually. It's just stuff. But for the Git, it's a changed code. It's a new commit. Can I do that one more build? And it will check out the latest one. Now build number 6, you see, and you see who is the committer, started by Rajesh Kumar, and committer, because I did the commit on the GitHub web, it is the commit, and you see that what is the changes. These are the comments I added. So here you can see in the recent changes, one changes has been done. So you can find out, okay, for this particular build, which are the changes has gone into the place. So that way you can validate it. So here workspace, you can navigate the place, your build location. Now if you want to do the real location, go to the build log, console output, and see this is the path. Look at this workspace path. Here everything has happened in this location: var, lib, Jenkins, workspace, and first. And now here these are some of the permalink link for the last build, stable build, successful build, last failed build, last successful build. This is for the automation if you want it. You can disable the project also by clicking on it. Here you can enable auto refresh. Auto refresh will consume a little bit of more CPU and more RAM, but you can enable it. Now you can delete the project also here. Okay, so let's say you create a project. So I'm creating one project. This is the RR test projects. Okay, and freestyle, click OK and save it. So guys, I think I'm getting some noise from background noise from someone. It would be great if you can mute yourself when you are not talking. So that will help. Yeah, thank you. Yep. So this is the project which we are having right now, and test project I created, nothing, no configuration, only for the deleting purpose. I deleted this project, gone. Now, you know, this kind of accidental deletion, if it is happening, you can avoid it. How? There are many ways that are available. You can apply. One way is like you can limit the user with the permission to delete the project. That you can do that. I'll talk about this topic in authorization and authentication. Other way, what you can have it a very tight backup mechanism, ad hoc backup mechanism. So whenever the accidental delete has happened, immediately you can restore it. And Jenkins is very powerful in it, let me tell you. So we'll do that all stuff little bit later. So this is the stuff, guys. I have got the one job. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to rename this job. So this job, I'll make it compile. Rename it. Done. So guys, did you find any difficulty so far working with the basic workflow of Jenkins? Any questions? Any doubts?
No.
Just curious question. Later, are we gonna dig deeper on those? Like on the build part, are we gonna dig deeper later?
Yes, yes, we have just started the
Hmm.
surface
Yeah,
of Jenkins. We will deep dive into that each and
maybe
every.
I reserve my question for later.
Okay, cool. Any other questions, guys? Okay, so now I should create a more job, but there is a two option. Either you create a separate job for each one of which, okay, or you can create a one job, one of which. It's up to you. Your strategy you have to define. So now here I can go one more options here. Go to the configure the projects, and here you can add a more step. Let's say here shell. What shell you want? Say touch or some file DevOps school.txt. Here you can call the script also some script.sh. But right now I don't have the script, so I'll comment it out just for the sake of further discussion. You can do it. You can create a directory stuff like that also. So all this thing you can do that. You can add a ant also same place if you need it. You can add a multiple step. So this is step number 1. This is step number 2. This you can have a more steps, more shell script. So here you can have a touch. I'm just helping you to visualize what you can do that. Here rajesh.txt kind of it. Now done. And then we will do the build. Now it has a 3 steps. Though nothing is happening, but it has a 3 steps. Can I just check this? Here see rajesh.text devoschool.txt like that. So these are the things you can do that. Now I need a more projects to be created. So how do we do that? So let's assume this project which you have created, you spend at least 2 hours. You know, hell lot of configuration you have, hell lot of it. So many configuration you have it. It's a very basic configuration though, but you have to assume this is a so much of configuration you have done it. So if you want to set up another job, are you going to do the same thing? Let me tell you here. Here we did the build now. This is the one which you did using Maven. I have to do UT, package, archive, all this thing you have to do that, right? Because this is a pipeline, right? You have to create it. So now how do we create it? New job. So new item. Now UT, unit test cases. Freestyle project. But you know one thing, I am feeling lazy. Well, again, am I going to spend 2 hours setting up the job? No, of course not. If your project is the same option, you have it, so you can copy it rather than creating from scratch. So you can copy it. You can create one template job also and you can copy it. So which job I created? Compile. And I got copied every options of compile job here. You see? Here. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to change here compile to test. That's all. Save it. Another project. Build now. And you see here 2 projects. Can I do one more? Packaging. From compile. Everything will remain same. Only the builder will change here. Package. Build now. So easy. Now archiving. Archiving, you need an Artifactory. I will install the Artifactory. Just give me some time. We'll do that. So this is the way you can create a job. So here I got all together 3 jobs right now. Compile, pack, UT. Now the problem here is we are 8 people today. Now we are working on one Jenkins. So now I will get confused. I will get confused for sure because which job is mine and which job is yours? I don't know. So what I will do? So there is one practice I can do, and that practice I can do is like change the name with a Rajesh compile, Rajesh pack, Rajesh UT. But this is not a good practice. Why should I use my name? You can use the project name though. You can use it. But is there any way where we can do the organization stuff? Okay, is there any way? So what we have decided, I'll have my own view. Okay, this is my view I'll create. So this is the all view which is created by with the help of the Jenkins. Now I'll have my own views. How can I have more views to manage your own jobs? So right now I have 3 jobs. You will create 3 jobs, each one of you. So that means 7:3, 21 jobs. It will become a very clumsy actually here. Managing each jobs will become a very clumsy. So what I'll do, I'll start isolating myself to begin with only. So here I will create one job. What is the name of the view? I'll give it DevOps School. List view. Click OK. Now these are the so many options are there. I must read it. Okay, I must read it one by one if you don't know. But here, which are the job I want this to be selected, because all are mine, none of yours. So I can select easily. This is mine. So now all will have all jobs. Right now I have only 3. DevOps School tab will have a my job which I configure it. DevOps School, you can edit view and you can uncheck also. See 2. I can edit one more time, check one. So here. Okay. Now there is a 3 jobs. I will have a few more jobs created. Dummy. This is just for the demo. Dummy 1 freestyle. Click OK. Save it. One more job. Dummy 2 freestyle. Click OK. Save as. Dummy 3 freestyle. Click OK. Save as. So now I got a few more jobs. So now what I want, basically these dummy jobs I created for some reason, I want to keep it inside a folder. So what do we do in this case? So inside my view, this is called view. I am creating a folder to manage this dummy job because I don't want to see in the list actually. I'll put it in one place, folder. So what do we do? Click new item again. And here I will select folder, let's say dummy. Simple. And this time not a freestyle project. Here I'll go this folder. Look at it here, folder. Click OK. I clicked, I put it a folder, and now you have so many options again, these folders. You must read it, click save it. So now this is the folder under the DevOps School. See here, dummy is a folder under the DevOps School view. Can I add these jobs? So here, create a new job, or what you can do, you can move this dummy. Simple. How? You can move this dummy to the move and folder. And you see here, now dummy, you got it. So here, click here, dummy to move it, dummy. This you can do that very well. And which one is yours? Dummy, move it here and move it. So now you see here, DevOps School has one folder. Okay, folder, you can see it here also. So DevOps School, you have one folder, and then you can have a 3 jobs and multiple. So this is the way, if you want to organize your projects, job and folder, you can do that. Okay, this folder, click on the dummy folder. You can edit, configure, and here you can set many things here. Actually, you can set here many things. Many things are available right now, one by one, not complicating to begin with. Everything can be possible. So this is the stuff. So did you understand that how to organize the jobs into the list, view and folder? Any questions? Any questions?
No question.
Okay, guys. So now I have given you sufficient data and stuff like that. So now we have a time. We'll have a time to do the lab. So now, how many of you can you vote? Now I can read your chat also. So let's vote. How many of you wants to use my Jenkins installation for lab, and how many of you want to set up your own Jenkins? So accordingly, I will have a follow-up on it. So let's have a vote. Let me ask you a question. How many of you want to use my Jenkins? Please, yes, say yes or no. How many of you? Okay, Chris will go for own Jenkins. What about the other? Set up my own Jenkins also. So Adriel also go for their own. Soeb also will go for own. And TY also will go for own. Okay, so I think are we having two people are also missing the input? Ko Kang C is also on. So almost everyone is going for the own. Okay, again, let me give you option. If you feel you stuck installing Jenkins in your boxes which you have it, then if you feel that, then you can use my Jenkins also. It's open. Now the question is, how do you get access to the node which I'm writing? So let me share with you right away. So GitHub, and here go to the training and notes, and I will create a notes repository here, DHL Jenkins online Malaysia. This is the public repository. Click repository. Now this repository accessible by everyone now. Create a file, and this is the day1.txt. Now this notes is available for everyone. Okay, and comment. Now can you please confirm me, all of you? I'm just sharing this through chat. Can you please confirm me if you are able to access this URL? Or can you please confirm me? Okay, great. So I think if one can access, then that means for me everyone can access. That's not a problem. Now what is the lab which you want to do that? So lab is very simple. Step 1, set up a Jenkins. Step 2, set up a job. How many? 3 jobs based on Java and Maven, and by following rules of mine, which is up, refer up. Okay, so now this is the only lab 1. Once you are done with it, step number 3, create view. Create view for your project day 1. Okay, and then create a folder. This is step number 4. Create a folder and organize your jobs. This is the lab 1, which is very simple to do that. Again, it should not take more than 20 minutes for all of which. I am going to updating the notes again. Here, click on it and edit these options and update it. So for updating the notes, you will have to refresh the URL. Understand that. So now you have all of my notes which you have right now. And remember, each of these nodes, you have my URL also. Let's say if you want to install your own Jenkins and stuff like that, you have a URL, I have given it. In fact, I followed the same URL and stuff like that. So like that, you will have all this stuff. So now it's 9:51 for me. So I'll give you 20 minutes from now. So it's like 10:10 or 10:15, and then we will go through the review process, whether you have done it or not. And after that, we will call for the lunch break. Okay. Any questions so far? Okay. So your time starts now. You can go ahead and do the lab. If you have any questions, please ask me. I will. I'll make you a presenter. I don't know whether I can make you a presenter or not. Let me try. So if I have Shoaib, can I make you a presenter? So I think that functionality I don't have actually. So let me ask Casey. Casey, are you there in this call? Casey, are you there in this call? Hello, Casey. Hello. Okay, guys. So you continue this one.
I can share from my side.
Okay, you can share. Oh, you can share with your side. Oh, no problem then. In that case, yep, no problem then. Then I think yes, we will get through that. So let's start now. 20 minutes. Your time start now. So can you start doing that? And if you have an error, please immediately share your screen, and then I will help you to solve that problem. We will not waste time that way. And let's be active, and let's do that things together. And one most important thing, guys. One most important thing. Let me tell you here, if you think it may be the basic, but if you do not do any of my lab, then you will not be able to do the complex scenario, because for the complex scenario, I am doing nothing but building up blocks of it one by one, because complex scenarios can be only done if you do these lab 1, 2, 3, 4, because we are going to reuse these jobs at that time. Okay, so understand this way. Everyone has to do that. Okay, please continue now.
I think we need to lengthen the time, because I think we still also need to install Jenkins on our own machines.
So you are suggesting to have a lunch hour now?
Because we still need to install the Jenkins on our machine, because we decided that the team decided to install their own Jenkins, right?
Yes.
But I think most of us are having a project Jenkins, not testing Jenkins. So I think we need to install first our Jenkins in our machine.
Yeah, no problem. So what do you suggest right now? I'm unable to understand. What is your suggestion here?
Guys, correct me if I'm wrong. You don't have Jenkins also, right? You need to install it first.
Yes, Christian. Yes, I need to install. Yes.
Yes. On our locals, right?
Yeah.
So that is what I said in the lab instruction guide. Step 1, set up your Jenkins. Second, set up your jobs. So that is what is expected. Krish, are you with me? I hope I'm able to understand you correctly, correct?
Yes, correct. But I think the 20 minutes is not enough, because...
Okay, okay. Now I got it. You are saying 20 minutes is not enough. So can we do one thing? What is the time right now? Is it a lunch time for all of you in Malaysia?
Yes, it's now 12:30 p.m.
12:30 p.m. So then let me check the lunch hours in my notes. I have it 12:30 p.m. So yes, it's a lunch hour. Yes. So let's do one thing. You have a 1 hour lunch time, and then plus I'll give you 30 minutes additional. So altogether you have a 1 hour 30 minutes, out of which you can spend, let's say, 45 minutes for lunch hour and 45 minutes setting up this Jenkins, installing, configuring the Jenkins, and setting up these jobs. Will that be fine for everyone?
Yeah. I think for me, okay.
Okay. So now,
Yes, okay.
Yeah. So we will connect back at 1:30 p.m. your time. This is a 1 hour from now for me also. So yes, let's connect back at 1:30 p.m. and then we'll continue our learning journey, and then we will help each other to set up and do the things. Okay? Will that be fine for everyone?
Yeah, that will be
Yeah,
great.
fine.
Okay, guys. So I'm going to disconnect now, and I'm going to prepare my lunch. This is the reality of the day. So we'll have to prepare our lunch and then grab it. So I'll see you after the lunch hour. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Rajesh.
Thank you. Bye, everyone.
Okay.
Bye.